Again, sorry for the delay between matches. Sometimes delays are inevitable. As I'm not, I can't be, I'm not at the event telling the players, get ready, get ready. I'm here at home, left to my own devices, and I can only hope that these players are around and ready to go. But we're not too far behind schedule, honestly. Like, this match was supposed to technically start at 1:30 my time, and it's currently 1:38 p.m. So we're doing actually pretty good on time. But here we are in the last best of 3 of the second group stage. Following this match, we're going to have a little bit of a break, and then we'll be getting to group stage number 3. Following group stage number 3, the brackets will be decided. Of course, the bracket, I think, plays out on Monday, which I will not be casting. I'm only here for the weekend, but I'm having fun while I'm here. Here we are, game number 1 of this best of 3 on Whirlwind. The top left-hand location, I present to you the Red Zerg player, Rhett from Team Liquid. His opponent in the bottom right-hand location is your blue Protoss player, Elfi. Because Elfi has had pretty crazy results recently. One of those players that you don't necessarily recognize, I feel, or that some might not, but he actually gets a lot of results. And surprises a lot of people. He's a very good Protoss player. I'm going to start looking up, let's see here. I'm going to start looking up, yeah, I'm going to look up the stats of these guys really quick in this tournament so far to see where things stand. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I'm relatively good at navigating Wikipedia here. So yeah, this is group number... What group number is this? Why am I having so much trouble finding this? Red... There it is. Okay, this is group number 12. Red and Elfi are currently 3 and 4. Elfi's currently 1-1 in the group. Elfi was able to defeat Ghost User 2-0. So we know Elfi's PvZ is strong, taking out Ghost User. Ghost User, one of the probably the top American players. He's considered up there among the top American players, among the Zerg race at the very least. Currently on Team Millennium. So let's see what happens here. Elfi's in the bottom right, opening up with a gateway expand, it looks like, for now. Only 1 gas. I'm not going crazy with the gases. Might take that Nexus a little bit earlier. Something you can afford to do in Whirlwind. Very long resistance. Gonna probe scout, and he's gonna scout his opponent second. And this is actually a pretty late probe scout. So this is a probe that's not looking for an early pull. This is a probe that's looking for any lings that are jetting across the map. This is a probe looking for the location of his opponent. Or if he wants, if he can identify his probe is not in the top, his opponent is not in the top right, he can actually just hide this probe and use it for gateway aggression a little bit later. So definitely something we'll keep an eye on. Now, Red is actually keeping guys in gas here. Actually, okay, he's just mining gas to get speed out. Now, this is interesting because he hasn't scouted his opponent, but he's just going for speed anyway. I mean, we saw Storm do this in the last match, so there's certainly nothing wrong with it. The question is going to be, will he keep guys in gas, or will he pull guys out? Probably going to pull those guys out starting, well... Okay. Starting now. Keeping 1 guy mining gas, which is fine. We need a faster layer a little bit later on. 4 gateways being added. Oh my god, this is 1 base. And that is a pylon powering a lot of buildings. Okay. Let's see if this works. Right now, Red has no idea. He's making 6 lings, though. He could be freaking out now. A spine might be required here at the natural. Now, if he had an open speed, this would be really bad. But since he opened speed, I don't know if this can work from Elfi. I really don't know if this can work. Elfi investing everything into this now. It's probably going to be exclusively Zealots at this point. Yeah, 5 Zealots are good against Speedlings. And this pylon is very close. The spine probably being made in the middle, and Red is starting to realize what's going on. That's a lot of Zealots. Now he absolutely knows what's happening. Elfi going for this all-in play off of 1 base. 1 spine trying to get me at the natural expansion. Zealots targeting that down. 2 lings in production. 3 queens down here. The drone's going to be happy to turn around and push away. And speed is about to kick in on these lings. 14 lings in production. I don't see this working. The queens have been well microed for a certain extent for Red. Looks like one of them is going to fall. You want to micro those 2 back. 16 lings about to pop. But more and more Zealots being warped in here from Elfi. Speed is about to kick in. Oh, Red is having a lot of trouble dealing with this again. Okay, there's speed. Now, I wonder if you send any lings across the map here to help deal with your opponent's... if you can get your opponent's mineral line, this is great, right? Send like 6 lings over there, force your opponent to warp your units back home, but it looks like Red not willing to sacrifice any of these lings, trying to desperately get rid of these Zealots and Stalkers, but it's too much. It's too much, and Elfi takes victory in game 1. overwhelming his opponent with the one base pressure. Gosh, what an interesting game there. That's one of those games you don't see too often. It's like, what is the perfect response from red? Your opponent being so far across the map, it's going to take a while to actually scout. So to actually scout the one base play is going to be very difficult.